Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is it's a so-so kind of day. Not gonna lie, I've been feeling not the most down, but a little bit more confused. I guess there's been a lot of things on my mind, and I feel like just like how I said at the beginning. I'd like to make these YouTube videos whenever I want to share something or just get things off my chest. And yeah, welcome back again to me rambling about stuff while drawing. If you like what you see, feel free to follow or give me a subscribe, give this video a like as well, all that jazz. I also post my art on Instagram and sometimes Twitter, so I'll leave my links down below. And yeah, just follow if you want to follow, if you're interested. If not, you just want to chill out and hang out with me, you're free to do so as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into our video. So today I'm going to be drawing another OC of mine. I initially wanted to draw something different. I realized I've only drawn guys in my 3 videos, and most of them are my OCs. So I wanted to make a fan art of something, and initially I wanted to draw a lead character, and then I watched this amazing movie named Belle. It was really fun, really good, and I got inspired and I tried to draw her as well, the main character, but I was just not feeling it. I was experiencing a lot of art block, and I was just, it was one of those things where I just, after multiple tries and multiple versions of things that I wasn't really happy about, I wasn't really getting anything done, and so I just decided to, scrap it and possibly attempt to draw her again at some point. But for now, we are moving on with my little Chinese zodiac series, which is perfect because it is the Lunar New Year just around the corner, and it's the year of the tiger, I would assume. Is it? I might have to check, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'll just cut this out if I'm wrong. But if not, I am going to be drawing the Year of the Tiger character from my Zodiac set. This is how he looks like as a chibi. I will be drawing him as a, I guess, full-blown, like a grown-up, I guess. I know that the year after the year of the rat should have been the year of the ox, but yeah, I still haven't. I still don't feel inspired to continue his design. I have started on him, and I have made my idea board on what his characterization would be. I just haven't gotten the chance to draw him. But I am going to be drawing my tiger boy this time around. This fits the mold because when I was in school, I was a part of a university that was represented by a golden tiger, and so I wanted to draw something similar to that. But yeah, so this is going to be my tiger boy. He's a shy tiger, which is kind of weird because when you see tigers, they're usually either very fierce and ferocious, right, and very bold, and you rarely get to see a shy tiger, in which case my OC here, he's actually a really shy tiger, contrary to what he may be perceived as, which brings me to my intended topic for this video, which revolves around perception, how you present yourself as a character, as a person, and how other people perceive you. I've been thinking about this quite a bit, especially nowadays where we are, in this online era, whether for work or for class. Um, we do stuff online these days, and we sort of have this. I wouldn't necessarily call it a dilemma, but there's a big difference between seeing people IRL and experiencing things with them, like when you were in school and stuff, versus just seeing them through chat or a voice call and stuff. So it is a very different thing from when we were younger, but it is something that we kind of have to deal with now, especially with the whole situation going on globally. Um, but yeah, it got me thinking that is it easier to be myself or to be quote unquote someone in this day and age compared to when we were seeing each other face to face? Because I do feel like sometimes it is easier to just be whoever you want to be online, especially through social media. It genuinity is something that is kind of has been lost in translation throughout the years of Twitter and Instagram and even TikTok nowadays. So I don't know. I just feel like sometimes people get to perceive you based on what specific part of you they see. And especially, like I said, in this online era, we do get to magnify a certain specific area or a specific aspect of that person's character more, because that is what is highlighted by what they've posted, what they've shared, and how they've presented themselves, right? So recently, I've been thinking about it because over the years, I've definitely been in multiple friend groups, and as friend groups go, there will be times where you wouldn't be able to talk to each other as much, but then you'd catch up and you would talk to them again and have fun. But I realized that across friend groups that I've had, I seem to act completely different from each one of them, which is kind of weird because I never really saw myself as having like multiple kinds, multiple personalities and stuff. I've always just thought of myself as just like, I'm chill. I get along. I try to get along with people. I try to adapt with what people give and stuff. So yeah, I realized that I act different from what people initially perceive me as. Or no, I don't know. That's kind of weird to say, but I think I catch myself acting differently depending on the people that I'm with, and depending on which group chat I'm in. The conversations tend to be different. Like there would be group chats where we would talk about a different set of interests and hobbies that other people in my other group chat would probably don't know much that or wouldn't realize that I do. And I feel like a certain sense of guilt on my part because I initially thought that am I not being genuine? Am I not being honest with all of the people that I meet and I interact with? Because I haven't shared this part of me to them, and they've only ever seen this specific part of who I am. I guess one of the biggest things would be in terms of art. I was never known as an art kid. I never drew. I never picked up a pen to draw anything of substance up until a year ago, basically. And so it was so weird when some friends of mine would call me, "Oh wow, you're an artist, and uh, you're an expert at drawing. You could make money out of your drawings and stuff." And it's kind of weird to me because growing up, people always slated me as a music person because I played the piano ever since I was 6, and I played the flute since I was 12, and I've always had an interest in music. So people back in high school and even grade school would categorize me as a music person. But then as I grew older, music started to become a bit harder to do, and I've also wanted to branch out and seek out different hobbies. I've ventured in gaming. I've also ventured in art, as you're seeing right now. And as the years go by, I start to realize that some people recognize me different from what other people recognize me as. My old friends would still refer to me as, "Oh wow, you're good at instruments. You're really talented at playing music and doing music, so you could probably do that too." Some people still believe I'm a smart kid and would believe that I could be this quiz bowl genius. But in reality, I'm really not. I just fake it a lot of times. But yeah, and then most people nowadays would view me as an artist, drawing and digital art and stuff. So it's kind of weird. And I do. Oh, and also some people think I'm a gamer because I play a lot of games. But in reality, I haven't played anything other than Genshin Impact for the past month or two. But I guess a part of me kind of feels guilt about having multiple faces presented in front of different groups of people. And I know these people don't really think much of it, but to me, I sometimes think, am I not being genuine with them? Am I don't know, being 2, 3, 4, 5 faced? Am I only showing what I want? You know, am I not being 100% real type of thing? Because you know how people in like reality shows would say, "Oh, I'm 100% real." You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna get anything else from me but 100. You know, you know those types of characters. And I think that's exactly it. I feel like now that I'm talking about it, I see that these things that I'm patterning myself with, these are characters. And I feel like we're also used to these archetypes, these boxes that I feel like we've grown up with, because ever since we were young, our shows always had the jock, the cheerleader, the popular kid, the nerd, the this and the other. There was always a title. And I felt like growing up, I realized that we all have different titles. We all get different things, hobbies, identities as we grow older, and as we push our years on, we start to pick up more and more things. And our layers as a human becomes more and more thick, if that's what you want. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But I guess we just keep on adding and adding layers to ourselves, but at the same time also shedding some things that we've kind of outgrown, right? So I know it sounds very cliche, but this little factoid that I read a couple months or years ago, I don't know whenever I learned of it, but apparently the human body, our cells regenerate, right? And some of the cells, they pass away, they shed from our body, and it takes the human body 7 years to completely cycle through an entire set of cells. So who you are 7 years ago literally isn't the same you mentally, spiritually, physically, even like scientifically speaking. Your molecules are completely different at this point. So your 14, 15, 13-year-old self is different from your 20-year-old self completely. And so that's what I've kind of realized, is that we all evolve. And the people, the relationships that we have also have been established at a specific era of your evolution, of your life, essentially. Like, we've been friends since we were 10 years old, and that is where our friendship was started. You knew me as a 10-year-old, but if we didn't get to see each other or talk or keep up with each other for the past decade, if you see me again, I would be a completely different person, and so would you. And I guess, that's not 100% sure that would happen. Some people are still the same person, no matter how many years. But for everybody else, normally, that would be the case. You would change, and there would be multiple facets of you that certain people have not seen yet or have yet to see. And I think the beauty of it is that though relationships were set in stone in that particular era, they're not static either. I do believe that relationships evolve and they continue to grow alongside you with proper care and, constant diligence into working on it. So if you really work on, these people that you're close with, eventually they'll get to learn more and more layers of you. Eventually you'll get to be able to share those different parts of you. And I think that's something that I've just realized just talking about it right now. Wow, this is actually such a therapeutic experience. I came into this thinking that, am I being fake? Am I being dishonest, disingenuous? And then I realized that, oh, it's just because we've been together for just a couple of months. Yeah, who knows? Maybe in a few more months, they'd start to get to know multiple sides of me. Going back to what I said, today's day and age of online media and how we interact with each other, it magnifies our or people's lenses to a certain singular thing of you. Like, if you think if you're a comfy person and they think that you're comfy, they only think that you're that person. They categorize you because it's the easiest thing to do. Or if you're a chatterbox, then all they think about is you just being a chatty catty, you know what I mean? And if you're a very wholesome person, and if you're a very welcoming and warm person, it will be easy for people to just assume that you'd welcome everybody and you're just an open book. In reality, maybe you might be a little bit more picky. You might actually be a frosty queen inside. But you don't really get to show that because it's not the most appropriate thing during the situation, or these people that you're talking to isn't exactly the crowd to be doing all of those things with. So yeah, I think it just all boils down to time. I realized that maybe at some point, if the relationship lasts long enough, if you're still friends with these group of people, if you're still friends with this group of people after a while, who knows, maybe you'll introduce them to a new side of you that you haven't shared to other people in the past. Or maybe you get to share some things that your past friends would have known, but your new friends haven't. It's more of a just, when you have time to catch up, when you have time to talk to one another and interact with one another, maybe you can share that little by little. I think there's nothing wrong with being a puppy and having people think that that's just all you for now, especially if that's all they've ever seen. Don't worry about it. I feel like there's more to come. You'd have more chances to share different types of you, different sides of you. You're not just this character that you've presented. There's so much more to you that other people just haven't seen yet, and not through their own fault and neither through your fault. It's just how it is. And I feel like we shouldn't really stress about it too much. At some point, we'll get to learn more and we'll get to evolve more, and we'll just, have more chances to share ourselves. Don't worry about it too much, I guess. That is a note to myself. I have helped myself again. And if I ever helped you out with my constant rambling, good job. Thanks for sticking by and hanging out with me in this video. I appreciate it dearly. And if you enjoy the drawing or the art that I've been posting, you can give me a follow over at Instagram and on Twitter. All of my works and pieces are done there. Sometimes do music and writing there too. So if you're interested, you can go and check that out. But yeah, that will be it for me again. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey. Until next time, I hope to have comfy talks with you some more, and hopefully you've gotten to see or shown, or what am I trying to say? Hopefully you've gotten to see that this puppy has a little bit more to him than meets the eye. And I'm very excited to show you more about me in the future. But that's for another video. Until then, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.